Hello and welcome back to my room tour, and I'm so scared because my mom's on the other side of the door. Just kidding, we already did a room tour. What I have to show you is down below where my cool Disney thing is. I put a little clock, and that's because I'm gonna be making a clock today. Not making a clock. Oh my god, I'm not a fucking mechanic. I'm gonna be painting this clock, and I bet you're already like, wait a second, you already painted the clock. I see a flower on it. It's like a month ago I was like, I'm gonna finish the clock, and it's a month later and the clock's not done. So I thought that I'd finish the clock today with you, which is, you know, a sign of true friendship. What I've done so far is I've painted this part purple, and the rose. Beside the rose is a bee and a dragonfly. But I'm like, wait a second. The only thing left are flowers on the edges, and I'm like, that's kind of boring. So today we're traveling back in time, paint the rose again from scratch because the rose looks a little janked up. So let's get started. I'm never doing that again. The thing is, I just used acrylic paint, which is super easy to scrape off. And I'm pretty sure there's like a finish you can use to make it less like that. By the way, yes, I am in my bathroom. There are tampons in that. If anyone knows how to seal acrylic paint onto stuff like clocks or guitars or whatever, let me know. But I googled it and it didn't show any results. I don't know if that was bad googling. I'm pretty sure there is a way. Fuck, I have flakes everywhere. While we're on the subject of taking things away, I wanted to talk about time. You know, time is a bit... Here on a clock, we can like take things away. You can like erase the roses and like to an almost clean slate with a bead. And I think when it comes to clean slates or whatever, it all becomes a factor of like time and memory. I want to get more into this when we're not on my literal toilet. Okay, we're going back outside. I think what I'm trying to say is if I had any superpower in the world, it would probably be traveling in time. You know, like erasing the rose and being able to make a better rose. You know what I mean? I think the fault of this is my school superintendent. Because at our virtual graduation, he was like, so kids, what are you gonna do with your precious time? Like, he had this whole speech talking about time and how we shouldn't waste it and how it's so wonderful and how we're like, how it flew by so fast. And I'm like, bitch, I know. I was so excited for this because I felt like fucking Rapunzel. Like, doesn't she have a paint drawer? It opens up and it lets you use it as a canvas. It has a drawer, but my paints don't all fit in the fucking drawer. And I have to pick and choose favorites, and I feel like choosing favorites is a little mean, so I don't do that. I'm more for those like super artsy people who have like the mini little watercolor paint things. But anyway, what was I... So now what we're left with is a clean slate, which is something I wish I had a lot. Like, if time is limited, I can only wish that I could make it as good as it can be. I don't know what I'm doing with this flower. I'm just darkening the edges with some brown because the red's a little too deep. I took an art class in 10th grade. 10th grade is a time I wish I could rewind sometimes. I felt like a lot of the time I was cock blocking myself from making better connections with people. Like, I had opportunities to, I just psyched myself out. Like, oh my god, are they even gonna want to hang out with me? I think I'm a lot friendlier now than I used to be, and a lot more considerate as well. So there's that. Like, it comes with growing. I'm not very good at like knowing the strokes to make. The reason I've been thinking about time this summer is because I've been seeing a lot of people having very different summers to mine, you know, spending more time with friends or whatever, and it made me think about how different could my life be if I'd made different choices in the past to the choices I've made now that have led me here today. I think this rose is a little bit, it doesn't even look like a rose, to be honest. have the choices of my past influenced the way I act now? Like, would I be having a better time? Would I be having a worse time? Because I know they always say like the grass is greener on the other side, but I feel like some people's plots are just naturally greener. In other people's plots, there's gonna be like different patches of like green and like dead brown. And like each of us have our own different areas which are green and like brown. But I feel like some people, like, they have to have more green than brown than other people. Or some people have more brown than green than other people. Or maybe some people have like more vibrant greens than other people. You know what I'm saying? I've had beautiful emeralds, or whatever word you want to use for green that's like really cool or whatever. But I've had concrete, you know, in this metaphor, and I feel like a lot of that could have been like avoided like so easily if I'd have done one thing different in the past. And like that's why I've always romanticized time travel, because how different would I be today if I could travel back in time? How much more memories could I have made? I think memories are so important. I've been reading this book, Kafka on the Shore. I finished it, and I loved it. It has so many phrases. The present is yesterday swallowing up the future, or something like that. And I think that's so wild and cool. Recently, I've been spending more time with friends and trying to enjoy the present moment. I feel like that's all we can do, you know? Like, it's so cheesy, and I wish I could say something more insightful and like cool about it, but am I smart enough for that? Am I smart enough for that? I feel like it's not even a rose. I don't even know what it is anymore. Just some random pink and blue flower. That's the only thing I end up knowing how to paint. Like, if you see my guitar video, that's all I paint on it. It's just fucking roses. No, I'm gonna copy. I mean, I'm gonna redo the leaf. I feel like that's what I love about art. It's something I can control and rewrite and re-edit and redo. And life, you don't get second choices like that. You just get the present moment. I think the reason I've been thinking about time a lot is because I am, like, it's my summer before college, and I feel like I've always thought, oh, I'm gonna have more time. I'm gonna have more time in regards to, like, you know, I've always been dreaming about doing music or whatever. I feel like that's less of a possibility now because, I don't know, unless some kind of miracle strikes, like, there's not much to go off. It's getting sunnier. Is that a good sign? Please, can you like cross your fingers for me right now? Why does this rose look worse than the other one? It's because I made the flower too big, but maybe it's a sign that you should stop wishing for a clean slate because what you have now is better or something. But I can make the dragonfly better. Okay, when I was little, I loved dragonflies. Well, according to my mom, like there would be a dragonfly and I'd be like, woo! Okay, I'm gonna make a blue dragonfly this time. Yes, okay. But I mean, it's not just about changing time, right? Like, there are so many good times that I wish I could get back. Two of my best friends had moved away. We had some really great times. We had some really, really amazing times together. But if I could travel back in time, I would relive those again. I have this painting set. We got it, and I'm not sure how good the brushes are, but it has Japanese kanji on it. So I'm gonna trust that it's like everything from Japan. It's just amazing. The good thing about knowing, like, having your past and then being able to look at it in the lens of the present is like I'm able to see what I've done, and then I can use that to become a better person. I wanna be able to like have the future and be able to like shape it the way I want to, and to some extent I can. I guess I can take what I've learned from the past to make better decisions in the present, deduce like how that will affect things, which I'm gonna try to do, but not like to the extent where it's like weird. Anyway, what was I saying? The future. Now, like, I restarted my camera because I was talking for so fucking long. But now we're going around to the sides of the clock, which is uncharted territory because, you know, previously I've just restarted the past by redoing this. And now it's time to talk about the unknown. And I still don't know exactly how I'm gonna paint this yet, but I'm gonna try. I was watching this show, Firefly Girls, in the beginning of quarantine, and it was freaking me the fuck out. There were these girls, right? It was them in their childhood, then in their 20s, and then them in their like 40s. And I was thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna be 40 and I'm gonna have like a kid who gives me a hard fucking time. Or not really, because I don't really want a kid, but you know, plans always change. I feel like the main reason I don't want a kid is because I'm scared of childbirth. By the time you're 30 or whatever, you're like, fuck childbirth, I want a kid. But then I'm also scared to have a kid because everyone lies to their parents. Well, I don't, because I'm like the best child ever. And like, what's there to lie about? Low-key, nothing. Okay, you know what? I'm like super tired of talking right now. So, in the spirit of thinking about the future me is gonna voice over this fucking section. Okay, but I literally didn't even need to swear in that part. Why did I? Whatever. Whatever. So I'm gonna be honest. This video actually took a couple weeks to complete. I kind of sat on it for a while because I didn't know what I wanted to say in this part where I had set myself up to talk about the future or whatever the future's supposed to be. It's something no one can really predict ever. We don't know if we're going to learn successfully from our past mistakes or if we're going to repeat them all over again. The future has always been something that scared me because it's so easy for me to think of it as time running out or endings, but it's also this realm of brilliant opportunities, right? And wonderful memories to experience, ways to grow into myself and learn and, you know, make myself a better person, even if I'm not sure about it. But in the grand scheme of things, nothing really matters, and the past is unchangeable, the future's unknown, so why do I keep thinking about it? While painting, I've been comparing my past and future to everyone else's, or saying that it sucked, but it's not true, because it's just a learning journey, and that's all it is. As I paint these flowers, the time's ticking really, really fast. It's kind of hammering in how fleeting the present is to me right now as I'm watching it, and how determined I am to savor it as much as possible. Like, off to college, it's a big thing, and I want to make the best of it, and I think I can if I try. Oh, and in this part, you know, like, the clock fell off the easel, so then I'm freaking out about it. And see, these are the kind of things, like, living in the moment, you know? Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I didn't know where I was going with this video, which is why it took a long time for me to get back on it. So now I'm kind of trying to figure my way through it. And I guess that's kind of how it's supposed to work. No matter how shitty your art space is or how shitty the art is, you just stumble your way through and find the solutions that are unique to you. Like, no one else paints like this. At least I hope not. Even if it falls flat on your lap. And eventually you're gonna get back on track. Oh my god, I'm just pulling this out of my ass, but it's about your future, your clock, the way you paint it. Maybe in a couple years I'll have some better perspective, but all I can say now is, you know, I'm gonna try my best to make the best out of what I have right now. Oh yeah, and this is me trying to paint the silhouette of this bird and failing miserably because it looked like shit every single time. So then I take it off the easel and redo it like 40 times, and this actually made me pretty mad. Okay, so this is the finished clock. I was kind of going for, like, you know, that Rapunzel aesthetic where she like paints over her closets and everything, but I kind of think it ends up looking more like a 4th grade art project. You know, like, from afar it's kind of cute. Like, I don't see a lot of purple floral clocks in the world, so I'm glad that I contributed to that cause. So yeah, I'll give a little clock tour, I guess, because that's what, why not? So in the top I have this weird thing that looks like a clit. I have this bird that took me 10 years to do because I kept failing at it for some reason. I have like a little rainbow trail. This flower, super muddy, but like, and it goes down, and then it matches this other flower, which is even worse. Like, actually, if you like zoom in, what is that? You know what I mean? But like, from afar, it's okay. It goes down to these weird things. They kind of look like knits, I don't even know. And then at the bottom, there's like a ladybug, a butterfly. My mom thought it was a star. And then this thing that looks like sunny side up egg. But it's a flower, I promise. And in the center, of course, we have like Psycho, because flower, and then this dragonfly, and the bee. It's so cute. I love the bee. Yeah, bee time. Okay, if I'm gonna conclude my talk about time though, I don't know what I'd say. Like, maybe it's just passing, and that's all you can say about it. Like, you can't try to manipulate it or try to control it or try to, you know, like, oh my god, like, I hate my past, like, I can't go back. Like, you just have to, you know, soldier on, you know, and like, instead of obsessing over the future of like, what's gonna happen, like, it's gonna be awful, like, it's gonna be great, like, just calm down. Even if you're excited for the future, right? Like, the present is what you have, and the present's what you're living through. So my goal for this year is it's like September, but I mean, like, in this life, I guess, or in this year for university, is that I'm going to focus on having my now moment and being like, okay, you know, what about this do I enjoy? Or what about this do I want to change? And like, how am I going to do that? But like, considering it as the lens of like, what's happening, and just like throwing myself into that instead of being like trying to remove myself from that, or trying to control it, because you really can't. So that's all I have to say, I guess. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you didn't enjoy it, hopefully you enjoy the next one. And that's the clock.
Ask about my day. I'm tired, but you